to Orlando, Florida today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back, looking for help. So the Akron Zips offense is on the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Zips will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Kick is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Zips are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's locked. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Zips are marching down the field. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. They're setting up the screen. Plows through the defense.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quarterback on the keep. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Zips just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Locke. Catch in the middle, it's Harrell. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Fires to the big fella. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Harrell. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Zips started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This offense starts deep in a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snags it quickly on the left.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting long yardage and predictable situations.
Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Offense, quick tempo.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of them.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. There he goes to the right. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Akron. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Jenkins. He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over, and Akron ready to get that offense to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time. There he goes! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Off-play action on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's locked. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now facing third and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Zips take over, and Akron ready to get that offense to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Harold. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Locke. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Zips want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Zips. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the grab on the left. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The give to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. That's caught. It's Jenkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Dropping back, it's locked. Got a man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Newell. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Jenkins. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jenkins. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Got it in the middle, it's Dean. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bringing the heat. Finding an escape route. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to move them on the counter. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They go to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Slings it downfield. And the misconnection on third down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Zips decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Jenkins. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Zips will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Akron! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option, runs through a tackle, and he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Zips will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass is knocked down incomplete, but they were in the neutral zone. Defense jumped, and it's going to negate a really good play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Run it with the fullback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll pull it on the read. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a two-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play.
No way to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fletcher. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Zips line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. To the air. It's locked. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Zips take over at after and ready to get that offense to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's locked. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll go to the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Zips send out the punt unit. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Finds his man. It's Jenkins. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Zips inside the final minute, trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Banks. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and the season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.